Philippines! Hi world! Welcome to our Pep Talk Show. So for today, we are going to help you to know how human behavior was studied by our theorists. So, of course, we will not gonna waste your time. Let's all have this good conversation with my two beautiful ladies guests with Miss Risa Zundice and Maria Roland Verlu. A round of applause! Alright, so here now my guests and be with us while we are doing the talk show. So I have questions to you beautiful ladies. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I'm good. Well, how about you?
I'm feeling great.
Wow.
Great.
Well, actually, I have one question. When you were a baby, how do you usually fed your body?
On my own life experience, my mom used to tell me that she breastfeeds me when I was still a baby.
Wow, breastfeed. How about you? I guess you're
It
looking
was
about
for me, but whenever my mom wasn't home, so my brother used to take care of me. So whenever she wasn't home, my brother used to feed me the
Toy
bottle.
Yes, that's great. But you know, in Simon theory, he explains well that if you are a breastfeed, somehow it explains the oral stage of Simon. You're getting the trust of your mother, and you're also gaining trust too. That's how it explains in Simon theory. How old are you when you learn how to go to the toilet?
I don't remember exactly when was it, but for me, I don't.
But now I guess you're not wearing diaper. You are nothing. How about you? How old?
I think when I was 5 years old, I think.
5 years old. That young?
Yes.
Wow! Well, actually, I learned to go to the toilet when I am 4 years old. And it explains to Simon theory that whenever you learn how to fed your mouth and also release your waste of the body, it explains the anal stages. And I know this question, the next question that I have is kind of confidential. Oh, you're smiling already. I am not yet asking. So, are you now involved in a relationship?
Yes.
Wow! How about you, Rita?
No, not, I don't have, but I used to.
It's complicated. So you already involved before?
Before, yes.
How was the relationship so far? You have experience. Are you happy?
Yes.
How about you? Are you happy before? I guess you're not because you're not.
I am having fun with them, but not exactly in love. I have been comfortable with them whenever I'm with them.
With them, so it's a lot.
About 3.
Three? Oh my god.
3 or 2. I don't really remember it because the first one wasn't really a serious one.
Okay. Well, actually, in Sigmund Freud theory, it says that somehow we all have our basic needs as a person, and part of it is being in a relationship, how we actually connect to them, how we also let them be a material of our needs. So, in Sigmund Freud, he says that we need shelter, food, and water. How did you get your water?
Parents, of course.
How about you?
Parents. From the partner.
You're such a good daughter. I'm not believing it. So, moving on, in Sigmund Freud theory explains that everything or part of the human behavior is is composed of sexual. How do you understand sexual? How do you understand the sexual?
I don't really think I know the definition of sexuals, but for me, sexual is about knowing your personality. Being, example for me, being a woman, I should be feminine. I should be worried about how I do in public. I should just nicely, like
For you to be able to accept by
yes.
who's gonna see your personality. How about you?
Same.
Sexual. So you're saying that sexual is defining who truly you are.
Yes.
And how did you find out if you are a girl or not? Are you all of women here?
Yes.
Definitely. But actually, it all explains silent theory that I think also a self-experience case. Do you agree with silent theory? It is important in our modern psychology. Since he is the father of human psychology, do you agree that silent theory is still existing?
Yes.
Do you agree that Simon Freud theory is still existing in our modern psychology?
Yes.
Wow. And I agree also, I cannot disagree with him because he's a well philosopher. How did you say that it's a yes?
First theory is always have applied to real life experience, and on my experience, I have already done that H figures out Freud's theory, which is the animal oral, and being in a relationship has taught me the culture. Yes. I have felt one and I
Yes, I get the point. And it's a word that I really bad. Freud's theory is really existing in our psychology time. How about you, Mr.
Yes, I agree what Lisa said.
And Simon Freud's theory. And do you also see the Simon Freud theory applies in human?
Yes.
A lot.
Yes.
Well, it's a wonderful talk with the ladies. And thank you so much for sharing a part of your life experience. It's so pleasure to know that. And moving on, I'm not gonna waste your time anymore. And if I will just gonna go ahead and have some chit chat with you sometimes. And that's all for today. And I hope that you all learned some Freud's theory with regards to the stages on how he proved it in real life ways. Bye! Bye!
Hello world! Welcome to the Pep Talk. Today, we will be with the two aspiring teachers from St. Venus College of Illinois to share their ideas and knowledge about the different development theories and other relevant theories. Let me help welcoming our guests, Ms. Ricker and Dimas.
Welcome to the Pep Talk. How are you feeling today, Mr. Floyd?
Well, I'm good. Nothing special.
It's nice to know that you're good. How about you, Ms. Dimas?
I'm okay.
Because this sociocultural theory is possibly the theory given the most credence at present. Because it's believed that the child's culture and their interactions with others is significant in their overall development, especially in relation to cognitive development. Ms. Dimas, what are the notions of this theory?
Vygotsky theory are the notions of learned skills, not only and visual approximation development.
It's nice to know the notions of the speech theory, Ms. Venus. And what is private speech anyway?
Just as we say, talking themselves through learning tasks and abilities. It forms our private speech in our daily lives. How many times have you spoken these words aloud? Now when it comes to our kids, now I must remember to vigorously believe that children use such tools and their learning tasks. What is particularly significant in working with difficult concepts and teaching children with disabilities.
So you are saying that all of us are talking to ourselves. We have a private speech to ourselves, like you're going to do your work and you forgot your car keys, and then you're talking to yourself that, oh my god, where have I put my car keys? Like that. So Mr. Kerr, do you also do that thing, talking to yourself? So do you also have private speech to yourself?
Well, sometimes I talk to myself, sometimes about a mirror or inside my room. Yes.
So it's also nice to talk to yourself because personally you can show your emotions, your feelings. If you are sad, you can talk to yourself, you know, right?
So after knowing that we all have private speech to ourselves, so Miss Limos, what is subcoding?
Following the good proximal development refers to the task a child is unable to complete alone, but it is able to complete with the assistance of an adult. That is the future of learning experience for us to solve a little plus via his or her current level of performance. In doing this, the child of teacher engage in cooperative dialogue to enhance learning, but the child is able to recall correctly in complete a single task by actively independently.
Maybe Miss Limos, I've learned a lot about goal of proximal development, not say earlier, it's not all about something, but it's all about so-called proximal development. Then last question. So thank you very much, and I will learn that the gossip's perspective, the word is dependent on support for adults. So, hi, Mr. Fred.
Yes.
Again, how are you feeling today?
As I said earlier, I'm feeling weak now.
It's nice to hear that. So, as we all know, broken Brenner's ecological systems theory is one of the most accepted explanations regarding the influence of social requirements of human development. Mr. Kerr, what does this theory argue?
Well, this theory argues that the environment we grow up affects every facet of our life. Social factors determine the rate of thinking and the emotions that you feel, and especially your likes and dislikes.
Thank you very much. So it means that if you change your environment, you will change also. And if you move to another country with a different culture, your identity will certainly change. So for your in your
So in your own experience, have you already changed yourself depending on the environment that you're in? Like you're from Illinois and then you moved from Philippines. Is there a chance or the time that you've been you've been changed your change your environment?
Well, I didn't experience changing my environment because all my life I stay in a small village in the rural village.
Mr. Fair, what are Good day, Philippines, and hello, world. I am your host, Hazel and Modesha. Okay, first, so our next Q&A portion is all about Goldberg's theory of moral development. And let's have Miss Jemima to share and answer with us about this theory. Are you ready, Miss Jemima?
Yes.
By the way, what's your feeling today?
To tell you honestly, a little bit nervous, but I can do it.
Okay, Miss Jemima, that's good to hear. So now, here's our first question. According to Coleridge's theory, what is moral development?
According to him, it is the process by which people develop the distinction between right or wrong, morality, and engage in reasoning between the two moral reasoning.
Thank you. Can you please give an example of moral development in his theory?
Okay, for example, a child who acts nice or behaves properly to win the approval of others.
Very well said, Miss Jemima. Now, let's move to our next question. In Coleridge's stages of moral development, conformity to social norms is seen in, and why?
In conventional stage, because at this level of Goldberg's theory, adherence or conformity to social rules gains precedence. Self-interest takes a backseat and adherence to social relationships gains focus.
Wow, that's really great. Now let's proceed to psychosociologist Lawrence Coleridge believe that moral development, like cognitive development. Do you agree with this?
Well, yes, Colbert's theory is really one of cognitive development per Piaget, as applied to moral understanding because he believed that children develop their moral principles primarily though thinking about them.
Okay, last two questions about Coleridge theory. Coleridge theory proposes that there are three levels of moral development. What do you think are those?
As far as I know, Colburn's theory has three levels of moral reasoning, which he identified as pre-conventional, conventional, and post-conventional. Then according to him, each level has two sub-stages.
Okay, for the last question, since you've mentioned each level has stages, can you please share to us what are those stages?
Okay, yes. In level 1, we have pre-conventional morality, which have two stages, which is the stage 1, obedience and punishment. Then in stage 2, individualism and exchange. Then in level 2, we have conventional morality, which have two stages, developing good interpersonal relationships and maintaining social order. Then in level 3, we have post-conventional morality, which have two stages, social contract and individual rights. Then the last stage is universal principles.
Wow, I've learned a lot from it. Thank you so much, Miss Jemima, for sharing with us your knowledge about Coleridge's theory of moral development.
Okay, thank you also for having me here. It is a great opportunity for having us one of your guests for today.
Thank you, Miss Jemima.
Thank you.
I hope you all have learned about the different theories like Freud's psychoanalytic theory, Piaget's cognitive development, Erickson's psychosocial development, Vygotsky's socio-cultural theory, Bronfenbrenner's ecological theory, and the last is Kohlberg's stages of moral development.